plaintiff, Sean Hicks, hired the defendant to create a website for his company. But Sean says the defendant is an actor who had him fooled. Sean gave the defendant a down payment for the website, but he claims the work was substandard and was never completed, so he's suing. Defendant McKay Stewart says when he first spoke with Sean about the website project, Sean was extremely hostile, erratic, and suspicious, and McKay didn't think they would have a good working relationship. McKay says he already refunded a portion of Sean's down payment, and he refuses to give him another dime.
Prove your case.
First off, I don't want to bash him here. I don't want to bash him. This is not my thing to bash him, but the guy's a character. We first started off this business relationship bad. He started off with lies. I was referred to him via another company.
For some work?
For some work.
Okay, so that's how you knew him. Didn't have a
I didn't have, no, not at all. The guy claims he's some kind of big actor or something like that. I really don't know. I think I saw him on Sesame Street once or twice. I mean, that might be about it.
Yeah, I love it because it's trash.
That's all I can say. I mean, the only reason I say that here today is to let you know that the guy is an actor, so don't let him fool you with any kind of actor voodoo. Truth, actor voodoo.
All right, go ahead.
That's what it is.
So you met him to perform what service?
To develop a website for my company.
What was the price?
The price was initially $13,800.
What was he to do? Just total development?
Well, that was the full price. It was $13,800.
Discounted down from $20,000.
Well, if he wants to call it discounted, I don't know how much a discount that is.
Well, he must do a great job. You got video and all that on it?
We got some flash, some video. We agreed on 40% for the initial down payment, which came out to $5,524. I paid him the money. The services stopped. I mean, I worked with the guy for about 2 months. After he couldn't take the heat anymore, he just stopped giving me any communication, just cut off all ties with me and kind of just took off with the money. After doing my research in it, I found that he had done this to another company for about $10,300. I found that out online. And
that actually was not true, though. I mean, he saw that online, but that was a statement.
Okay, well, on the Better Business Bureau as well, it also has him as having some marks for the same kind of thing that he did to somebody else.
His website is live. It is a website that we delivered.
The Better Business Bureau.
The Better Business Bureau, yeah.
Why do you think he made a complaint against you, just as he is?
Because everybody's crazy.
Say what?
I'm just saying, everybody's crazy, right?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm suing him here today for about $2,410. Basically, what that is the amount owed to me. He paid me back $3,114 out of the $5,000 because he owed me the money. He took the money from me, and then I told him I was going to sue him, and he paid me back a percentage of it.
For what? What did he do wrong first?
Oh, well, first off, he was supposed to be doing the work, but he was contracting other people to do his work for him, and it was turning out horrible.
I don't.
The work ethic he was contracting was horrible.
Substandard.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
Okay. When did he begin the work?
He began the work. You want a date?
Yes.
February 6th.
You have a contract?
Yeah, I do have the contract.
That should tell you.
Actually.
Sir, tell me about the timeline as you recall.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that the whole reason that we're here today is because Sean Hicks is hostile, erratic, and suspicious.
Okay.
In our very first conversation that I had with Sean, I was asking him about his project. I was saying, so what is the demographic? What is your competition? What do you hope to achieve with your website? And right off, he was like, well, why do you want to know? He was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And I was like, Sean, this is just what we ask so that we can get information. He's like, well, I'm going to have to speak to my associates. And I was like, well, I don't know why you want to go and speak to your associates, but this is what we do. And actually, right then and there, I said, you know what? This is probably not going to work out. I don't think I'm the right solution for you. That's a nice way of saying, I'm with crazy.
But give me the $5,000 anyway.
Exactly. But pay me the $5,000 anyway. No, nothing.
Yeah. So what happened was
no. Let's get to that. You didn't think you should do business with him because he was hostile.
Because he's lying to you right now. So
yes.
Took the hostile man's $5,000.
It was my mistake.
That to
yeah,
me.
it was my mistake because Sean said, you know what? Well, hold on a second. He backpedaled. He's like, no, I think you guys are really good. You know, I think you guys are the company that I want to work with. And so I was like,
so you really should have been concerned because it sounds like he was bipolar.
Yes. I mean, I was.
So
concerned.
why did you take $5,000 from a man who had a mental disorder?
I did. That is a very good question. And actually, I didn't.
What?
I didn't take $5,000 right off
You're
the bat.
lying. Why are you lying?
No.
Sir, I can show you the
I
proof
didn't
right
take
now
it
if you
off
need it.
right away. What I did was
when you took the money, you forgot about his mental disorder?
No, I knew about his mental disorder, but what I did was I wanted to make very sure that we had it all planned out. So Sean came at me. He said, I got a check. Let me write you a check for $5,000. And I was like, Sean, that's great, but we got to plan this project out.
Sean, that's great, but we got to plan this
just
project
like that.
out. Sean.
The whole conversation was just like that, right? Okay.
Sean said, man, I got to get my money. I'm going to take this check. And you said, no, I don't think so.
So anyway, just to continue. So I said, we need to plan this project out. And so we got the plan. And then we began work. And about 2 weeks into the project, Sean started getting crazy. You know, he started getting hostile again. He was like, I don't want to use Basecamp. Basecamp is a software that we use.
What'd you say? We got to use Basecamp.
And I said, this is what we use. You know, he said, I'm visual. You know, like he was Leonardo da Vinci. And I was like, that's great that you're visual, but we have to use our software to communicate. He said, you know what? I'm not going to use it. And that's in the documentation.
Why did you give him $3,000 back?
I refunded the money because it seemed fair that this was a fair refund that we had given him.
Why? Why did you think we didn't give him a refund at all?
We didn't finish the project.
Because he stole my money.
We were the very early stages of the project.
Yes.
Your Honor, I also like to let you see a letter that he emailed me saying that
Let me see the work.
Okay. Oh, well, the work is right here.
And the letter he emailed you saying what?
The email that he's saying that I'm rightfully not satisfied about his work because he
says
understands
you are rightfully not satisfied. Did you say that?
About the first logos, yes.
They were horrible, Your Honor.
What happened on those?
Well, I hired another designer, and these are the new logos, so you can see them.
Were you happy with those?
I was, no.
Okay.
That is a lie. That's a lie.
You have evidence? Show me the email where he says I'm happy.
Yes. Sean Hicks, Friday the 5th of February. I really like this one, the logo.
This one.
I truly think this.
How many was he to do?
He was supposed to do
one logo, right?
He was supposed to do a compilation of logos. Yes, one logo.
All right, and at one point you said, "I really like it."
I really liked the way it was going, the direction.
And was that after this one?
That was before.
After the one where he said you're rightfully unsatisfied. Did that come after?
No, that came before it.
No, that was after.
That came before it.
I can see the date.
That was before it. That was in the first round.
Well, we'll just see who knows what happened and when.
That was before it.
All right. I really like this one. That's on February 5th. I truly think this may be the one. That's February 5th. But then February 18th, even you admitted that he was unsatisfied. What happened in between the 5th when you were all right with it and the 18th when you were unsatisfied?
Well, he had created one, I hadn't seen anything else. So basically what you're going to throw me, of course, I'm going to think it's good until I see something better. We went back and tried to
Let's see the quality of the work.
It just went downhill from there.
Let's see the quality of the work.
Got it right here.
Because you wanted your money back because the quality wasn't any good. So what am I missing about the quality, sir?
The quality is very, if you want to call it 6th grade-ish. My 5-year-old son could have done that.
Let's see the scope of services, what he was supposed to provide.
It says right in the scope of services that we would provide.
Sir, do you think you provided quality work?
Absolutely.
Then why did you give him his money back? We keep going back to that.
Because the first part was for logos. We included a logo package for him as well as a website. So they were two different processes of work. So
The logo wasn't to be $3,000 though.
the logo was discounted down from $1,750 to $900.
Right, but you gave him $3,000 back. And so why would you return $3,000 refund for something that only cost $900?
Because he had paid for website development in addition to the
He
logo
didn't create a
development.
website,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Okay, so you're admitting then that your website development was substandard too, and you were repaying him for that.
The website development had only begun with the logo, so the actual development of the website hadn't started yet.
Your Honor.
Okay.
The original
Sir,
price of
I'm
the
going to
logo was
subtract the $900 that you were due for the performance of the logo, which, sir, I don't see it being substandard.
Okay.
So I'm going to require that you pay for the logo.
Okay.
$900. So what I'm doing today is subtracting $900 from your judgment. $1,510 is your judgment. Have a good day.
Okay.